An undocumented environmental aspect is the single most common nonconformity raised against Clause 6.1.2 at ISO 14001 Audit. This training shows you exactly how to build a register that closes that gap and how to apply it on your own site. Here is why this matters in practical terms. If an activity isn't documented as an aspect, no control gets assigned to it. No monitoring frequency gets set. And when an auditor requests evidence, there is nothing to show. This is the first thing an ISO 14001 auditor checks. Not your procedures, your register. By the end of this training, you will be able to identify what qualifies as an aspect, score significance using a defensible method, and structure a register that holds up under audit review. A free Aspects and Impacts register template built with the same scoring method covered in this training is linked in the description. Download it now to follow along on your own register. Clause 6.1.2 sits at the core of your entire EMS. Every objective, every control, and every audit finding traces back to this register. Under ISO 14001-2026, this clause was not rewritten, it was sharpened. The expectation is higher, not different. An aspect is the activity itself, the thing your site does that interacts with the environment. An impact is the resulting change to soil, air, water, noise, or biodiversity. Fuel storage, concrete batching, generator operation, and vegetation clearance all qualify as aspects. These are routine site activities, not unusual events, which is exactly why they need to be documented.
Step 1. Walk every active workfront before writing a single entry. Map activities, not departments, and capture abnormal conditions as well as normal operations. A register built from a desk or from memory will miss a significant portion of what is actually happening on site. Step 2. Record the activity in plain operational terms. Then identify the direct environmental interaction it creates. One activity may produce more than one aspect. Record each as a separate entry. Vague entries are flagged immediately at audit. Step 3. State what actually changes in the environment as a result of the aspect. Soil, air, water, noise, or biodiversity. Consider upstream and downstream effects, not only what happens directly on site. This step requires the most attention to detail in the entire process. Step 4. Score severity, likelihood, and legal obligation. Multiply severity by likelihood. Do not average them. Averaging understates your highest risk aspects, and that is a documented audit risk in itself. This is what a significant aspect looks like in the field. Fuel storage without secondary containment. This is the type of finding your register is designed to capture before an auditor does. Step 5. Assign a named owner to every significant aspect. An individual, not a department. A control with no assigned owner is not maintained, and an unmaintained control becomes a future nonconformity. Here is how this translates directly into the register. Activity, aspect, and impact are entered as 3 separate columns. Keep them separate. Condition records whether this is normal, abnormal, or emergency. Severity, likelihood, and legal obligation are the 3 inputs that drive your significance score. Owner and monitoring frequency are what make the entry actionable, not just descriptive. Using the fuel storage example, activity, diesel fuel storage and transfer. Aspect, potential leak during transfer. Impact, soil and groundwater contamination. Condition, normal operation. Legal obligation? Yes. Severity is scored at 4, likelihood at 3. Next, we score it.
The register calculates this automatically. Severity 4 multiplied by likelihood 3 equals 12, plus 5 for the legal obligation equals 17. That scores as high, and the significant aspect flag sets to yes automatically. No manual lookup is required, and the result is fully auditable.
Check your own register against the following. Does it cover abnormal and emergency conditions? Is every significant aspect linked to a named owner? Has it been reviewed in the last 12 months?
These are the most frequent findings raised against registers at audit. Entries copied from a previous project without review. Significance scored once and never revisited. Subcontractor activities omitted entirely. Controls listed with no monitoring evidence attached. Each of these is preventable with a scheduled review cycle.
Clause 6.1.2 itself was largely preserved under ISO 14001:2026. The substantive change, scoring must now explicitly address emergency conditions, not only normal operations. Risks and opportunities were moved into a separate clause, 6.1.4. Existing registers should be updated to reflect this. They do not need to be rebuilt. One requirement is worth stating directly. Every significant aspect must have a named owner. This is the field most often left blank, and a control without an assigned owner does not satisfy Clause 6.1.2. Assign owners now, not during your next audit. The full ISO 14001:2026 playlist covers each clause the same way, field first with direct application. The free Aspects and Impacts Register template from this training is linked below. Download it and apply it to your own site. Subscribe for the next training. EnviroVerge, environmental knowledge, field ready.